Here's a nursing school secret you need to know. For every class you ever took before nursing school, you were told what to study. And as long as you put an appropriate amount of time and effort into studying what you were told to study, you knew that you were going to do fine on your exam because you were going to be tested on what you studied, what you were told to study. That stops in nursing school, and if you're caught by surprise, it will affect your grades and possibly cause you to fail. At the very least, it's going to cause you an intense amount of stress if you don't know this in advance. Because once you're in nursing school, they do still tell you what to study. And if you go home and dutifully study that, you are in for a rude awakening if that's all you study. Because when you get to the exam, you're going to discover they're not testing you on what you studied. They're not testing you on what they told you to study. They're actually testing you on how to think about what you studied, which is exactly why you better have been practicing how to think about what you studied during your study time in nursing school as well. Obviously, there is some content you have to study, but the majority of your study time in nursing school should actually be practicing how to think about that content, especially the further you get in your program. If you find that your nursing program feels like it's getting harder and harder as you progress instead of easier, then you are not doing this well enough. It's a big red flag that I always look for when I'm assessing my tutoring members, the members in my nursing school roadmap program. And it's really not a hard transition to make if you are guided through how to do it. Because often instructors will give you bad advice, like just think like a nurse, as if it was that easy. And that's exactly what you were in nursing school to do. But they usually have a harder time telling you exactly what to do step by step in your study time in order to be thinking like a nurse. It's exactly why I developed my Silver Bullet study system. Because if you just follow those 4 steps for every topic you study in nursing school, the first 2 steps are going to help you focus on the most important facts or information about the topic you're studying. And then the second 2 steps, steps 3 and 4, are going to force your brain to start practicing how to think about those topics, but in a very guided way so that you can feel confident that you're doing it correctly. And if you like that kind of an approach to being successful in nursing school, then make sure you give me a follow.